Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam. His mother was Samana al-Maghribiya. His kunyat is Abu al-Hasan al-Askari. His title is Al-Hadi, and he was born in Medina in the year of 212 after Hijri. His martyrdom is that he died of poison in 254 after Hijri in Zad-e-Rah in Iraq and is buried there. Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam is known as Hazrat Hadi, was born in the mid of Zul-Hijj in 212 Hijrah in the vicinity of Medina at a place known as Suriyat. His father is Imam Muhammad Taqi Alaihis Salam. His mother Samana was a maid with excellence, virtue, and piety. Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam got the post of Imamat after the martyrdom of his father in the year 220 after Hijri. Although he was not more than 8 years of age, yet he was the focus and attention of Shias and the Abbasid caliphs, who were extremely scared and afraid of him. They set their hands to his exile and torture, such as Mutawakkil, who had brought the Imam from Medina to Zad-e-Rah, and he stayed there till the end of his life. The Imam alayhi salam was unique in asceticism, devotion, and prayers, so that when the agents and officials of Mutawakkil attacked his house, they saw him busy praying in a simple room. He had great attachment and affliction with the Holy Quran. Whenever he was free from works of the people, he would recite Quran. He conducted people with smiling and bloomed face, and when he walked, he took slow steps. He attended and helped the afflicted ones. Sometimes he would grant up to 30,000 dinars to help the needy and problem-stricken people, so that when Mutawakkil sent 30,000 dinars for him, he gave all of it to a needy and poor Arab. The mother of Mutawakkil had become fascinated by the devotion and asceticism and faith of Imam Hadi alayhis salam. On the day when Mutawakkil had fallen ill, his foot was injured and the physicians were unable to help him. His mother sent Fatah bin Qaqqan to the Imam's house and request a medicine for him. The Imam recommended a medicine to him by which Mutawakkil was treated and cured, and all of the physicians were astonished by it. His mother sent 1,000 dinars as a gratitude in connection with his being cured. He distributed all of that money among the afflicted ones. Although the Imam's period of life was coincided with 7 of the Abbasid caliphs, yet the hardest period of his life as that of the Khilafat of Mutawakkil, because he was a fame-fan, wicked and faithless person. If he posed to be religious, that was only in view of his promoting his political cause. In the year 226 Hijrah, Mutawakkil ordered that the grave of Imam Hussein alayhis salam be washed away by diverting the river, and the place be plowed for agriculture, so that the people may be deprived of visiting the martyrs of Karbala. Unseen aids. One day, one of the flatterer and glib-tongued persons said to Mutawakkil, "Why do you command your court officers to honor the Imam when he arrives, and that they must raise the curtains and open the doors for him? This itself is against your conduct. Let the Imam alayhis salam come and go like the rest of the people, so that he loses his worth in the eyes of the people." Mutawakkil agreed to his demand and ordered his officials not to hold the curtains and open the doors while the Imam comes or leaves. One day, one of the servants came rushing to him and said, "The Imam alayhis salam is coming, and to whichever part of the court he arrives, the doors open and the curtains are drawn automatically, like by themselves." This thing attracted the attention of all, and if this continues on, the superiority and supremacy of the Imam will become clear and evident to all. Thus your government will be in danger. Mutawakkil at once ordered that the officials must adopt the previous conduct with the Imam and honor him more than ever, and lunatically. The rigid, rough, and harmful attitude of Mutawakkil regarding the sons of Imam Ali alayhis salam went to the extent that he wrote to the governor of Medina, "Whosoever wishes to help the family of Imam Ali alayhis salam or visits them, punish them severely." Mutawakkil banished the Imam through one of his officials from Medina to Zad-e-Rah in the year 243 after Hijri. He accommodated him along with his son Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam in a military camp near his palace and kept him under observation till the end of the Imam's life. This is the very reason why the Imam alayhi salam got known by the title of Askari, because Askar means army or military. Al-Mutawakkil, the cruel Abbasid caliph, was very fearful that people were so drawn to our 10th Imam, Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam. He was very upset with the realization of the fact that people were ready to do anything that Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam would order. Some of the conspirators also gathered around the caliph and told him that perhaps Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam has the intention of revolt, and that they might find some evidence in his house. Thus, Mutawakkil ordered that some of his cruel fellow men to break in and search Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam's house and arrest him in the middle of the night without a notice when all were asleep. Al-Mutawakkil made the decision while he was in a party and was drinking heavily. Al-Mutawakkil's men entered the Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam's house and decided to arrest him first. They found him alone in a room. He had taken the carpet out and was sitting on the gravel of the floor, busy in remembrance of Allah. They searched everywhere and couldn't find everything. Thus they arrested Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam and took him to Al-Mutawakkil. When Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam arrived, Al-Mutawakkil was at the prime of his drinking party. He ordered the Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam to sit next to him. Then he offered a glass of wine to Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam. Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam refused and said, "By Allah, never has wine entered my body. Excuse me from it." Al-Mutawakkil accepted and said, "Then sing for us and entertain us with beautiful poems." Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam said, "I am not interested in poetry, and I remember only but a little of the poems of others." Al-Mutawakkil said, "There is no excuse. You must read us some poetry." Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam started. They made rising mountains their residence, and they always had armed men guarding them, but none could save them from the attack of death. At the end, they were descended from those hills and placed in a deeply dug grave of misery and humility. At this time, a caller called, "Where is all that glory, crowns, and luxury? Where is the face that knew comfort and hid itself behind silk curtains from the gazes of a commoner? The graves disgrace them at the end. Those delicate faces are the ground for worms to crawl on. For a long time they sucked, swallowed, and drank and ate of the earth, but today they are food for the earth and its pest." Imam Ali Naqi Alaihis Salam's voice resonated with a deep and affected melody onto the ears of the attendants, and destroyed the high of the wine. Al-Mutawakkil threw his glass away and started crying. Thus was the Abbasid caliph's Al-Mutawakkil's party ruined, and the light of truth shone into a diseased heart, even if it were for a fleeting moment. The Imam's knowledge. One day the Emperor of Rome wrote to one of his caliphs of Bani Abbas that we have read in the Bible that there is one surah, chapter of the heavenly surahs, which if read and practiced by anyone upon its content, God will not send that person to hell. You write to me as which one is that surah, because we did not find it in the Bible. The Abbasid caliph gathered all the wise men and asked them the question, and all of them failed to answer it. The caliph summoned Imam Hadi alayhi salam and put him to that question. Imam alayhi salam opened his lips for the reply and said, "That surah is Hamd, which is Surah Fatiha, which every Muslim recites a number of times in his prayers at day and night." Then the Imam gave some explanations about it, which surprised and astonished all the wise men. The answer of the Imam was sent to the Emperor of Rome, who, having read it, was much pleased and embraced Islam. The people observed Imam Hadi alayhi salam due to his connection with God and the unseen world. Works which were considered to be specimens of God's might and power. One of the friends of Imam alayhi salam traveled from Iraq to Medina, and he had the honor to visit the Imam alayhi salam. The Imam alayhi salam inquired from him the condition of Al-Wasiq and the Abbasid caliph, and he replied, "When I left Iraq, he was fit and fine, and Mutawakkil was in prison, and Ibn Ziyad had become famous and well known among the people." Imam alayhi salam, after a moment's silence, said, "That which is God's will shall take place, and there is no way to stop his orders and commands. O my friend, be aware that Wasiq has passed away, and Mutawakkil has succeeded him, and Ibn Ziyad has been slain upon the behest of Mutawakkil. I asked, when was it? He said, 6 days after you moved out of Baghdad. Of Mutawakkil's death, the Imam Alaihis Salam was still in agony, pain, and discomfort till the time he was martyred by Mutaz at the age of 42, and is buried in the land of Samarra.